Puppy Trades. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I just wanted to do a video update of the semiconductor sector. Okay, so right now we're going to start with my favorite setup right now in this sector, which is Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia went on a 5-week run right here, and then it completed a correction with very beautiful, very distinct declining volume right here. So I really like this. We've got a valid pitchfork with several reactions on the lower median. I normally like more reactions on the median. We have some reactions on the median right here for sure, but we have beautiful reactions, and it's clearly acting as a magnet right now. So this pitchfork is certainly valid. We have all these reactions right here. We're expecting the median to be reached just with that alone, right? So Nvidia goes on this 5-week run, and it consolidates with declining volume. Very beautiful declining volume. And then we have our volume breakout right here, which gave us a timing signal to enter on 10-6. Okay, so once these parabolic SAR dots flipped from bearish to bullish, we became bullish Nvidia, and we were expecting this next leg higher. Okay, so because this move took 5 weeks, we take the length of this move and we place it here. Okay, so what we're expecting is that Nvidia is going to participate in this this big tech run up that I'm projecting into the election. Okay, so the time target for Nvidia is that it will reach 669 before the election. Okay, that's found because this move is 5 weeks. We consolidate into a bull flag, and then we break out. So we take the length of this move in time and price, and we place it here. Okay, one really cool thing about this Nvidia setup is that it has a parabolic SAR that is trailing right now, right? So these dots will make a new dot every day. If Nvidia just stays flat, then the parabolic SAR dots are going to flip below, right? Because this will keep following Nvidia. So this is a very nice setup because it has a very tight stop loss right here of 542. So objectively, we don't even want to be Nvidia below 542. We would stop out. So we're expecting 669 before the election, and we are expecting that this median will act as a resistance, right? So the projection is 69 for Nvidia, and it's going to reach it by the election, and the stop loss is 542. Okay, so the next one I want to do is Qualcomm. I tweeted about Qualcomm on September 30th. I said this is a very pretty bull flag right here, very nice declining volume. This was a really standard setup. And I said if Qualcomm is above 115, you're going to target 144 in 5 weeks. Okay, so that was tweeted on September 30th. So 144 in 5 weeks would be November 5th, right? So we take the length of this move, which is 5 weeks, and we place it here, and then Qualcomm breaks out, right? So now if you're in this trade and you entered right here, you're going to use this parabolic SAR as your trailing stop loss, and you're going to continue to expect that the equal legs target of this bull flag will be reached and the median will be reached, right? So we knew that this consolidation was bullish because we had declining volume, right? So if you're in the semiconductor sector, or if you're just trading the stock market, now you've seen Qualcomm really break out above the September high. You've seen Target really break out above the September high, and now you've seen Alibaba too really break out above the September high. So it really shouldn't seem outlandish to anyone to think, Facebook, Apple, and all of the stocks that we trade, the big names are going to be above the 9-2 high, right? So Qualcomm, I wouldn't enter a new position. If you're in this position and you entered the bull flag breakout from here, you're going to ride this up with a trailing stop. You're going to expect the median to be reached and the equal legs target of 144 to be reached before the election. Okay, so Nvidia is my favorite setup in this right now. Qualcomm is a really good indicator for the success of the semiconductor sector right now. All right, Taiwan Semiconductors is another really good setup in this sector. It went on this run right here. This run was from 629 to 8.4, right? So this was another 5-week run, right? So we take once we break out, we take the length of this move in time and price, and we place it here, right? And you can see that these prices are respecting this line, right? We also have a very pretty bull flag right here. Beautiful reaction, beautiful reaction, beautiful reaction, beautiful. Beautiful, 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 right? And you can see as soon as Taiwan Semiconductor gets away from the pitchfork, it's got to go right back, right? So right now, what we're expecting for Taiwan Semiconductor is that it's going to reach 104. It's going to reach 104 before the election. How do we get that? Because this move took 5 weeks and we place it here, right? And now this move's gone on for 2 or 3 weeks. So it is looking that Taiwan Semiconductor will reach 104 before the election. It's definitely going to hit the lower bound of this pitchfork, and then we believe longer term it's actually even going to go further and reach the median of this pitchfork. So this could be, a very good setup even to take into next year, in my opinion. So the projection is clear. We believe that Taiwan Semiconductor will reach 104 before the election. And right now, if you're entering a new position, the parabolic SAR is a little trailing behind, right? It'd be a little wide to say the stop loss is 81. So we're going to take this low right here of 84.78, and that's going to be the stop loss for Taiwan Semiconductor. Now, another beautiful thing, how did we know, this sideways movement was bullish consolidation? Because of this beautiful declining volume right here, right? So we've done Nvidia, which is my favorite setup. Taiwan Semiconductor is my second favorite setup in this one. All right, now we're going to get to this is a laggard right now, advanced micro devices. Why would I say that advanced micro devices is a laggard? Well, look where AMD is on the chart compared to where Qualcomm is, compared to where Taiwan Semiconductor is, and compared to where Nvidia is. Nvidia is almost above this high. Taiwan Semiconductors has broken above this high twice. And Qualcomm is way above this high. Nvidia is still down here, right? So Nvidia is slightly a laggard, and it has the SAR dots actually flipped to bearish, right? So if you were an Nvidia bull and if you were an AMD bull and you got in this position when the SAR dots flipped, you would have been stopped out right here, right? So if you're taking a new position, what we do is we take the length of this move and we place it here, right? So this move was a little longer. This move took 6 weeks, right? From 713 to 92, right? So this was a 6-week move. It took a little longer, and the SAR dots flipped at the end of September, right? So this is a further out projection. It's going to need a little more time. The time target is that AMD will reach 115 by mid-November, all right? That's just taking the length of this move, and that's placing it here, okay? We have a beautiful pitchfork. We have a reaction right here. And we have a reaction right here. But more importantly, we have all these reactions right here that AMD is clearly respecting right now, right? So on the shorter term time frame, AMD has formed a bull flag. This is this orange. And then it's consolidated with declining volume on the smaller time frame. So if you're looking for AMD to move and where it's going to be before the election with the rest of these stocks, I'm taking the length of this move and I'm placing it here. And we're expecting that AMD is going to reach 97 by the end of October, and definitely before the election. That's found because this move took 2 weeks. So this move is going to take 2-3 weeks. All right, we're expecting this lower bound of the pitchfork to be hit before the election, and then in later November, mid-November, we're expecting that the median of this pitchfork is going to be reached as well. And so we're going to go to 115 for Nvidia. Now, as far as stop losses go, the parabolic SAR dots are above, right? So that's another reason that we're giving this AMD projection more time. As far as stop losses go, this low right here of 81.66 is going to be our stop loss, okay? So the projection is clear. 81.66 is the stop loss. We're expecting AMD to reach 97 before the election and by the end of October. And we're expecting the median of this pitchfork to be reached and for AMD to reach 115 by mid-November. That's because this move is 6 weeks. It consolidates with beautiful declining volume, and it started to break out, and it has a valid pitchfork, right? So we're targeting 115 mid-November. We're targeting 97 before the election, and we're using 81 as our stop loss.